Yo, what's going on YouTube? This is your boy D Wayne bringing you yet another YouTube video at the time. Excuse me. Excuse me. So you guys, we're gonna be talking about some Street Fighter today. Just wanted to give my thoughts on the Ken changes. You guys already know what the changes were, so just talking about my feelings about them and how they affect Ken's overall character. And basically, that's really it. To be perfectly honest, while I like the VT1 changes, the Fireball into V-Skill, it most certainly serves a variety of different situations where, if you're trying to get in and, your opponent's trying to keep you out, you can Fireball into V-Skill to get in for pressure, so EX Fireball into pressure as well, stuff like that. It has some good uses, and also it gives gives Ken some pretty decent combo routes, and then use some pretty good damage. But the things I'm not entirely a fan of is the cost of using the Fireball into V-Skill, as it consumes like half of your meter, so you're getting like 2 uses, per V-Trigger, and Ken's V-Trigger 1 is a 3-bar V-Trigger, so you're literally getting it once per round. So, you would want to typically let your bar last as long as possible. So, obviously they also gave him, some extra time on the V-Trigger, so I guess to accommodate the cost of the V-Trigger when you use the Fireball into V-Skill. But you honestly don't have to use the Fireball into V-Skill. Ken is perfectly capable of getting in and doing his thing from there. Just using the normal V-Skill run most of the time gets you in. Of course, you got the heavy kick Tatsu that puts you in a -2 situation, and if you hit it, you get some really good damage. So to be honest, you don't necessarily have to, change your playstyle around this. You can play perfectly fine as you have been, using the extended V timer to your advantage, and maintaining your pressure, your mix-ups with Tatsus, and your burst damage and stuff like that. So there's a thing that I was actually speaking to Rush about this, and I told him that you don't necessarily, like I said, you don't necessarily have to change your style based off this. It's there as an extra tool if you need it, but otherwise you can play a game as you normally have. Alright, so that's it with my thoughts on the V-Trigger 1. It's there, it's cool, but it's not necessary if you want to continue to play your game the way you normally have. Now, the V-Trigger 2 changes. I am actually a fan of the V-Trigger 2 changes because making the combo consistent regardless of how you start the combo off is good. There is no cost for you to do that. It doesn't take any extra V meter or anything like that in order to do that. So it's something consistent across the board, which I can see is more practical and amplification than the Fireball into V-Skill cancel. Alright, so I guess let's do something real quick. Wait a minute, my fault. Whoa, what's going on there? I didn't get the light Tatsu off that. Hold on. It's supposed to be consistent. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, see? There you go. Normally you wouldn't get that because he's already airborne and stuff like that. There's a lot of intricacies into V-Trigger 2. You have to... It all depends on whether they're airborne or grounded. You get different types of follow-ups depending on if they're airborne or grounded. It was a lot of There was a lot of big brain stuff going on there, and they basically just simplified it, making the follow-ups consistent regardless of what the state of the opponent is when you launch for a combo. So I think that's really good. I can definitely see that as being more important. So yeah, those are my thoughts on that. You know, Shoryuken has definitely come a long way from its first iteration when it debuted in season 30, I believe, when we got the second V triggers. So yeah, it's a heck of a better V trigger than it was back then, and you know, I am definitely been a fan of it. Alright, so those are my thoughts overall. Ken is still a solid character. Nothing really changed too much. He got a lot of quality of life changes to him and makes him, you know, even more of a solid character than he was before. Alright, so with that said, that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed this little mini discussion. Of course, sound off what you guys think of Ken in the comments below. And of course, I'll be getting back to you guys on that. Alright, so I will leave that at that. So I'll be bringing you guys more videos in the meantime. But until then, peace. You too.